Kennedy Agyepong is the best person to lead the MPP at this time?
Yes, thank you very much, Bernard, and a very good morning to all your listeners. Um, we are at a point in our lives as a new patriotic party that I believe we need to do a lot of changes in the party. I am of the fervent view that the party is currently not as attractive as it used to be. We can talk about the days of even Adubuahi through to Kufuor and beyond. You will realize that almost all the regional capitals, with the exception of, I think, the Volta region, yes, almost all the regional capitals in this country, even where MPP loses elections with their regional capital, you see that MPP will pull a lot of votes within the capitals themselves. And then when you look at the various tertiary institutions, all those areas were like a no-go area for the NDC. But what do we see now? The NDC at a point in time decided to rebrand and set things right so that they could be very attractive to these class of people that I'm trying to describe. In the past, not too long, you could realize that even lawyers associated themselves so much with the MPP than the NDC. But the NDC deliberately took pragmatic steps. And what are we seeing today? NDC is winning all the tertiary institutions, winning all the regional capitals, and now they even have some sort of a NDC legal association or something. So they took practical steps to get to where they are. And our goodwill has been eroded. A God West under the leadership of this current administration, although it was no better 8 years ago. So I am of the view that where we are today, we need to change a lot of things in the party. I will call it the new MPP. We need to build a new MPP. The problem that I have is I don't see how our former flag bearer will be able to help us build this new patriotic party that I'm talking about. Because with his coming in as a leader 2023, it is obvious that it is the same group and crop of people that I am of the opinion that they've brought the party to its knees now who supported him and they are still supporting him. It is clear that if he should continue, these people are most likely to retain their position and still lead the party. So if somebody is leading you into a ditch, why do you look on and fall into a ditch? I have nothing against Dr. Baumia, but I love the party. When I decided to get connected, it was obvious, so obvious that Dr. Baumia was going to win the election right after the primaries. You could see that everything was for Baumia. But I was like, no, we can't go that way. At least my conscience will not serve me right. Although I have nothing against the man, what I know is that in our party, we don't worship people. It is about the party. So if you are thinking about somebody who can come and rebuild our party for us and help us capture power 2028, then amongst all, it is Kennedy Agyepong that I find to have or having the ability to do that. Now, I received a lot of calls from my friends who are with the UP now. Even yesterday morning, the first call that I received was from a friend in the UP party. And all I was saying was asking, hey, how is the election go? How is it going to be? for you. If you win, then we know we can come back to the party. So it is clear that if our former flag bearer is retained, the apathy will continue. But if we get a man like Kennedy Agyepong, then he can bring all on board. And then we move in the right direction and face the formidable NDC. Now, as we speak, NDC is very formidable. Two, not just about the party, but also when you listen to the people, the non-delegates, the Ghanaians who also cast their vote in December 2028, when you talk to them, they tell you, bring Kennedy Agyepong and we'll give you the votes. But 2024 was clear. 2023, but one 2024, I was all over radio stations, moving up and down, campaigning for my flag bearer to beat John Mahama, His Excellency. What happened? You go to a radio station after speaking, people will come and tell you, oh, you spoke well. In fact, if you had brought Kennedy Agyepong, you would have won this election. We thought it was just jokes people were doing or saying. And the 2024 result is a clear indication that the people meant every word they spoke. This morning, I passed some shop. They saw me and realized that I'm connected. They were like, oh, they want T-shirts of Kennedy Agyepong. They want the posters to paste it in their shops and other. Oh, we are doing the elections tomorrow, and then they told me clearly, if you bring Kennedy Agyepong, we will do the campaign for you. I challenge you. It is clear. The people that you are going to seek their mandate are telling you, bring us this particular person and we'll vote for you. He said, no, I will not bring that person. I'll bring who I want. If you like, reject the person. So at the end of the day, what are you? You are not in business as a political party. You will be in business because you want to win elections. Point number 3. Who is having the message now? Who is selling a message that resonates with the people? If you have followed the campaign of all the 5, well, let me even limit it to 3. Honorable Brian Agyepong, he is saying he's the unifier. And the very moment anybody is talking about me being the unifier, you should know that he himself knows that he's out of the race. Because when it comes to elections, you look at the general elections in this country, PPP will tell you they are the unifiers. PPP will tell you they are unifiers. And all the time, PPP and NDC will be fighting. They will win. Go to every country and so it tells me that they are out.
You're saying that now, because of the message of unifier, Brian Agyepong has admitted that he will win.
I am saying that when you look at that, after that message, you realize that at any point in time, a party, not even just primaries, that says that, oh, because the top 2 are fighting, vote for me, that person will never win. If you look at it, whether it's general elections, whether it's primaries or whatever, come with a message. Let your message resonate with the people. So I know Brian Agyepong is a fine material. Brian Agyepong, to me, I see him to be the future of our party. But when it comes to this very election, it's about Kennedy Agyepong and Dr. Bawumia.
Okay.
I didn't talk about the remaining 2 because I think they are totally off.
Okay.
That's my view. That's why I only use Brian Agyepong honorable. You see, what message is Dr. Bawumia selling to the people? He's now telling the people that, oh, because Edubuahin went once, Kufuor went 2 times before getting power. Akufo-Addo went 3 times. Let me go the second time. Because Ghanaians will always vote for a president after he has contested so many times. That assertion cannot be true. Nobody has run election in this country than Mr. Edward Nasigiri Mahama of PNC. He ran the 1996 election 2000 he was there, 2004 he was there, 2008, 2012, 2016. 6 times Ghanaians never gave him the nod. So it's not about the number of times a person ran.
But is that comparison not far-fetched? Because he is talking about the two major political parties. PNC have had no clear chance of ever winning the presidential elections. But if you look at the record of the two major parties, does he not have a point?
They've never said, you see, they are saying that is the, that's what the Ghanaians want. Once you go 1, 2, 3, 4, I've never heard them limiting it to MPP and NDC. That's why I'm taking that point as well. How many times did President Mahama run before winning the election in 2012?
Well, he was then a vice president, took over as president. So you can say it's a unique situation, can't you say so?
Yes, it's a bit of a unique situation. Did what do you call it? You let me finish with my point. It can be a unique situation because he was a president, the vice president. But the fact that he was a vice president and became president did not mean automatically that he was going to win the contest. After all, Dr. Baumia had been in opposition for 8 years and he's been in power for 8 years. Don't forget that in our jurisdiction here, you can't go for the presidential election whilst you've not declared who your vice presidential candidate is. So, when you are going, although your face is not on the ballot, you are there on the ballot. I say so because that's why we have the Atamels Mahama administration. We have Atamels Kwasi Kwakye. We have Nana Akufo-Addo Bawumia. And we even called it Nana Bawumia when we were going for the elections. So he has been there for 16 years. Then you are thrown into a contest and you are beating this badly, and you are saying that just because you run 1, 2, 3, we should give you the. I don't get it. In any case, Senna, to every delegate of MPP and a well-meaning MPP person who is being told that he should give Dr. Baumia another chance, that campaign, what it means is that they are not, the Baumia people are not ready for power 2028. I say so because if in the highly unlikely event that we make Dr. Baumia a flag bearer for 2028 elections, what it means is that if he fails to get us power, that message he's telling will still be very valid in 2032. That same message, because by then he would have gone twice, and they will still say, what do you call it? Akufo-Addo went 3 times. So give me another chance in 2032. So now if in 2032 he's giving the nod and he fails, that same message will still be valid for 2036. Because the argument will be that Edubwine, first flag bearer, we gave him 1 chance. Kofor, second flag bearer, we gave him 2 chances. Nanado, third flag bearer, we gave him 3 chances. Baumia, 4 flag bearer, let's give him 4 chances. Are we ready as a party to be in opposition for 16 years? No, we are not. So that is one reason why I think we can go with Dr. Baumia. That is their major campaign. Listen to what Kennedy Agyepong is saying. Kennedy Agyepong's message is jobs, 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 jobs. That is what the youth of this country is yearning for at this particular time. So if you are bringing in somebody who is calling for jobs and is ready to create jobs for the people, then do you think they will just sideline Kennedy Agyepong, the general public, and go for somebody who is only making promises for his party people? That when I come, all the appointments, we will do a database and everything will go to MPP people. No. So I'm not seeing any clear-cut message that Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is bringing. Now, we know Dr. Mahmoud Baumia to be an economist. And I don't doubt that. He's a fantastic economist. He came to be our running mate in 2008 because of his economic prowess. Now, he was given the opportunity to manage the economy of this country. So in the 2024 election, what I was expecting of him was to tell us how he changed the economy of Ghana. The lectures that he was given in 2016, fantastic lectures, which got the MPP into power. I strongly believe that those lectures helped us a lot. But the question is, why is it that when he was made a flag bearer, he could not speak about the economy and now tends to be a digital man? So, in 2028, will he be bold enough to talk about the economy? Because in 2028, the election, every election about the economy, that is what President Kufuor simply summed up and said, now, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia made us know that if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. As we speak now, I know, and that debate will start after Saturday. I know that we are enjoying a stronger city artificially. I don't know what this present government has done, for which reason the city is falling. Because in any case, if we are talking about gold board, the city started falling before gold board was formed. And gold board themselves, Sami Jemfi himself came out to tell us when he was in trouble for IMF stating that gold board had made some losses. Then he admitted that it was the MPP that started the program. So even this gold board is MPP. We'll talk about that in another day. But what I want to say is, if even the MPP is able to manage the economy artificially for all this period, so the elections, what is our economist going to say if he's a flag bearer? But we have Kennedy Agyepong, who was able to criticize his own government. Kennedy Agyepong did that when the city was skyrocketing. Kennedy Agyepong came and criticized his own government. So he has every moral right to step forward and speak about the city. He has every moral right to step forward and speak about the economy. And when Kennedy Agyepong speaks, Ghanaians have every reason to believe and trust in him.
Okay.
Because this is a man who went to 37 military hospitals, realized that a lot of people were suffering from heart related issues. He said, okay, I'm going to build you a cardiothoracic center. He has done it. He moves to places, makes promises, and delivers. The election is about promises. So you need a man who Ghanaians can trust in the promises that he's going to say or give them. That he's going to deliver on his promises. That is how we're going to win power.
Okay.
So I believe in Kennedy Agyepong because I know he is the one who can get us power.
Okay. A few things. One, do you think Kennedy Agyepong is a unifier?
Yes.
You think so?
Our party,
within your party?
Within our party, yes.
That people within your party see Honorable Kennedy Agyepong as a unifier? That when they think about a unifier, the person that comes to mind is Kennedy Agyepong.
That's why, you see, when after the 2020 elections, that we virtually had a hung parliament, and we needed the second deputy speaker. Oh, it was the first? I think it was the first deputy speaker.
Yes, first deputy speaker.
On our side. Nobody could go forward. Why? Because even the president's hands were tainted. It was Kennedy Agyepong that moved in. And the party knows that whenever we get to a point and it becomes so difficult for us, the man who is able to step forward and unify all is Kennedy Agyepong. You see, there are primaries. And whenever there are elections, there are jobs left, right, and center. But after those unifiers.
Okay.
Kennedy Agyepong, like for example, let me cite a typical example. Asante Asem South, the MP has told us that nobody has debunked this. He was contested at the primaries by Obuo.
Mm-hmm.
And when they were going to have that contest, he says that DMB, Dr. Baumia, called him and said he can't work with him.
Okay.
He wants to work with Obuo because that MP was for Alan Chemancheng. So he can't work. So he should rather state his price so that he pays him off and then Obuo goes unopposed and win the election. Is this how a man should behave as a unifier? Let me give you a typical example. What happened this Sunday? Then you know I went for primaries at my country, Afano Southwest.
Okay.
In these elections, I have not been there. I've been working in Accra because I know a peculiar problem that arose during our contest. We were very heated. My MP, who I contested, was with Dr. Baumia. He moved to Kennedy Agyepong. He moved back to Baumia, and now he's with Dr. Brian Champon. So just this Sunday, I received a call from Honorable Kennedy Agyepong. And when I picked the call, he asked me, lawyer, I am told you are spreading a certain news that we are going to get your MP off. I'm going to make you an MP when I win power. I said, no, there is nothing like that. I started explaining that I haven't even been to the constituency, blah, blah, blah. Unknown to me, my MP was with him. So he gave the phone to the MP. That, yes, lawyer is on the line, talk to him. And he was able to resolve the problem there and then. If it had been any other leader, he would have kept it with him. And probably I'll be working, not knowing that the one I'm working for has some bitterness for me.
Okay.
Kennedy Agyepong is so open. If you're not close to him, you think he's not a unifier. If you want a unifier, then it's Kennedy Agyepong.
Okay, let me conclude by asking, would you win? Will the Kennedy Agyepong team win tomorrow?
Senator, trust me, Kennedy Ohene Agyepong will be crowned tomorrow as the flag bearer of NPP for the 2028 elections. You see, 2023, we went for an election. 2023, I worked for Baumia.
Okay.
2023, although I love Kennedy Agyepong, you couldn't even open up. Kennedy Agyepong rose to the occasion, moved as a single man. We were expecting Kennedy Agyepong to get something around 10%. He made 37%.
Okay.
At that time, just a minute. At that point, he had no he was not well represented in all the 276 constituencies. Not well represented. His campaign took about only 3-4 months. I'll call it was just a buga buga campaign. But this one, a proper campaign has been waged. Proper message going down well with the people. People are now openly declaring for him. Now we can talk of MPs who are following Kennedy Agyepong. So putting all these things together and
sure.
the response we received from our grassroots and our delegates, Senna, by 72 or 48 hours from now, Kennedy Ohene Agyepong will be the flag bearer of the new Patriotic Party.
First round?
One touch.
By
One
what percent?
Senna, I'm not expecting Kennedy Agyepong. As for Dr. Baumia, trust me, if Dr. Baumia, I'm expecting to fall within the 40s.
Okay.
Early 40s. If Baumia should get 45, I'll be surprised.
I see.
I'll be highly surprised, yes. Can Baumia getting 40%, 41, 42, that will be fair reflection of what I'm picking from the ground.
Okay.
Kennedy Agyepong should be falling not less than 52%.
Okay. Lawyer, thank you. Thank you very much for speaking to us.
So welcome, Kana.
Lawyer Kwasi Kwakye Serbeh is a leading member of the Kennedy Agyepong campaign team joining us on the line. We'll speak to a former member of parliament for Tema Central, who is also part of the Dr. Mahmudu Baumia campaign